Brooklyn teen wrongly accused of a fatal shooting at a parade last year is speaking out about threats that he's been experiencing. And now his family wants the NYPD to apologize for putting his image out there that is still circulating on social media. Naveen Dhaliwal has this story.
For Camden Lee, it's been 5 months of stress.
Yeah, a lot of fear, a lot, like for my life, for my family.
That's after the NYPD blasted the then 15-year-old's picture, saying he was wanted in a shooting at the West Indian Day Parade last September that killed one man and left several others injured. Camden's mother, Chichi Brock, says once the image was circulated, her son began receiving threats.
I had to move my family, all of my children, away for a while.
Brock says she met with investigators and the image was taken down from NYPD social media sites. But then the NYPD mistakenly recirculated the picture in December, making her angry.
At this point, I don't have nothing to say to them. I'm just going to let my lawyer talk to them.
Her attorney, Wiley Stacklow, says to start, the NYPD needs to adopt better social media practices outlined in a recent Department of Investigations for the Inspector General report.
They put my client in a dangerous position and a slanderous position.
That DOI report says some official NYPD accounts were unprofessional and not in compliance with the city's social media policies. Further saying formal training is needed for NYPD staff to post more appropriate content.
This is just another example in a long list of those problems.
The NYPD responded to the image of Lee saying, quote, social media posts in September mistakenly stated that he was wanted for the fatal shooting rather than stating he was a person of interest. The NYPD should have immediately corrected this misstatement. We apologize for the error and will continue to seek justice for the victims of the shooting.
I just want everyone to know that my son is innocent.
And despite such an error by the NYPD, there's this from Camden.
I feel it was unprofessional and like more could have been done to make sure that they had the right person. But I still have trust in them. I still have a lot of faith in them.
In Bed-Stuy, Naveen Dhaliwal, CBS News, New York.
Damn. Talk about blindsided, family. I was not expecting that ending. I was already, accumulate my thoughts on what I was listening to. I was really about to watch the video again to make sure I ain't just jumping out there in the water. But then, he is 15 or was 15 at the time. I was just not expecting that. I was more so along the lines of with his mom's energy, fam. So, Trailhand Bill reporting live from South Florida. It is a very, 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 very beautiful, bright and sunny Sunday afternoon, 2:50, 97 degrees, thereabouts. Praise God, man, that this story ended like this, man. So far it has, let's just hope this is the end. I know as far as him being on anybody's radar as tied to somebody losing their life or that type of violence, let's hope this is the end to that, right? Obviously there's more to be done there, but I'm thinking like, listening to this, I had already had like a kind of title, but I definitely was like, damn, the NYPD put a hit out on a 15-year-old, man, what kind of shit? And then it's like, okay, cool, so y'all, whatever, man. Unfortunately, cops do stuff like this all the time, so while it is still despicable and unspeakable, it's kind of par for the course right now, where if you'd have heard something like this the first or the second time, you're like, what? But now it's like, these stories coming out every day, and they have been since America's birth. So, and even before then with the powers that be. So anyway, the first time they put it out, it kind of just falls into that category. Like I said, very despicable, unspeakable, violent. There needs to be some serious accountability here. I think criminal and otherwise, but we know that's not going to happen. But then they remixed it. They spun the block and did it damn again. All right. So let me tell you guys what I seen before I started making this video on my feed, in my algorithm. It was some street stuff, right? And it was a content creator that just had said, this person did this. And I know a little bit about the story, but I really didn't care. Because I've been online enough to know now that sensationalism is the hottest item on the shelf. And I didn't just scroll. I didn't just hit not interested. I hit do not recommend this channel. I don't need that kind of ignorance in my life. I'm saying that because I'm just assuming here. I don't know if most of my audience kind of keeps in tune with what goes on in the street world, right? And I'm not talking about a particular race. I'm just talking about in the underground, right? Not the 9-to-5ers. I don't know how much the people in my audience, but even if you guys do, there's a world of people who don't know a damn thing about what happened in the hood yesterday. And once again, when I say hood, I'm not talking about a particular race. I'm talking about a particular mindset or sentiment. So I don't give a damn what race or culture it comes from. So it's a group of people who don't know a damn thing about that, right? And there are a group of people who live with that mindset in the hood. They don't really be knowing what's going on in the 9-to-5 world, man. What the hell is Trailhand talking about right here? I'm talking about the very seriousness of this situation. They put homie picture. It's a child, family. Y'all put this man under the gun twice. You put him under the gun, found out you was wrong, you put him under the gun again. I'm thinking, do y'all, like, one of y'all know his mama? Y'all got something against somebody? What is this? That seems a little more than accidental to me. But you clean it up the first time, here we are cleaning it up again. The problem is what I just spent most of the video saying. The 9-to-5 world, by and large, don't be knowing a damn thing about what's going on in the street day to day. The street world don't be knowing a damn thing about what's going on in the 9-to-5 world. The best this man's family, his mom and him, because that's all we seen on the camera. I don't know anything about his dad. He could have just been in the background. He ain't no camera type person. Or he could have been in the background because he don't want his face on the camera, because if anything go, it's a certain mindset. I can't go there. But the best they can do is circulate this to the people that they know that may be connected to the streets. That's the best they can do. Because guess what? When the NYPD put this man up saying he killed somebody and it's somebody's family members and it may be a street situation, boy, that's all the streets know. It's already rumors. You got 10 people that probably did it, but the police say he did it. That's all the streets know. They not following up with the news, or they probably never seen this broadcast or nothing like this. Once again, unless the family shared it. Like the mom said, she's doing everything she can to let people know her son is innocent. Because once a certain mindset is activated, and it don't got to be no street mentality. It just got to be you did something to somebody I love. And I want to, once that mindset is activated, it's going to take a whole lot to turn it off, man. And I'm belaboring this damn point because I don't want to understate what the hell these Johnnies did in this situation. They literally, not once but twice, put a hit out on the 15-year-old and they chalk it up to, mistakes. And what do we get? Standard lines. We need more training. No Johnnies coming to podiums, no chiefs, no sheriffs, no attorney generals, no mayors, apologizing, standing with this family, letting the community know, because that would have made it a bigger deal. That would have resonated more. Hey, man, we fucked up here. This gentleman didn't do anything. Hell, he's right here saying he still got some faith in us. Y'all didn't do that. Y'all cowards sent out a statement and talk about being trained more. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one picking up what I'm putting down, but these are the things that the Johnnies do that get swept under the rug, and it's like, I don't even want to, put in the air how this situation could have ended. But we know what they would have did, what their response would have been if it could have been the worst thing ever. They would have just said, hey, our bad. We got to do better. Yeah, y'all do. But y'all also need to start being held accountable for your actions. Just like everybody else. Praise God, like I said, I hope this young man has a very safe and prosperous future, man. And maybe he'll be one day somebody that could turn the tides on how these Johnnies are able to get away with literally putting hits out on children in plain sight. I'm Trailhand Bill. Y'all be good.
Brooklyn teen wrongly accused of a fatal shooting at a parade last year is speaking out about threats that he's been experiencing. And now his family wants the NYPD to apologize for putting his image out there that is still circulating on social media. Naveen Dhaliwal has this story.
For Camden Lee, it's been 5 months of stress.
Yeah, a lot of fear, a lot, like for my life, for my family.
That's after the NYPD blasted the then 15-year-old's picture, saying he was wanted in a shooting at the West Indian Day Parade last September that killed one man and left several others injured. Camden's mother, Chichi Brock, says once the image was circulated, her son began receiving threats.
I had to move my family, all of my children away for a while.
Brock says she met with investigators and the image was taken down from NYPD social media sites. But then the NYPD mistakenly recirculated the picture in December, making her angry.
At this point, I don't have nothing to say to them. I'm just gonna let my lawyer talk to them.
A little New York accent, sexy as hell. Mistakenly. My bad, y'all. I forgot to say they putting hit out on innocent children. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.